Secondhand smoking is when someone inhales the smoke from a tobacco product. In 2009, a report by the International Research Center of Cancer found that heart disease went down drastically because of smoke-free laws. In 2010, 12 studies showed that the heart diseases and anything with the heart, the lungs went down very far in hospitals because of the smoke-free laws. Some studies now show that secondhand smoking is the second leading cause of lung cancer. Joel Spitzer said, "With the possibility of smoking contributing to all of these diseases in non-smokers, society is becoming intolerant to cigarette smoking." Just think, when there's little babies in public or older people in public, their lungs cannot handle the smoke as well as my age can, or no one's lungs can really handle it well, but babies, their development of their lungs aren't very good, and older people's are getting weaker. So I think smokers should definitely think about that more, because smokers do not know the health or background of other people's health. Secondhand smoke exposure contributes to approximately 41 deaths among non-smoking adults and 400 deaths in infants each year. This information comes from cdc.gov. A 2014 international study shows how beneficial smoke-free places are in public. It states, nearly half of the world's children are regularly exposed to secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoking is linked to premature births, birth defects, asthma, and lung infections. Being exposed to secondhand smoke at a young age can cause many health implications down the road when they get older, like heart disease and diabetes. Here are some diseases for smokers: lung cancer, COPD, heart disease, stroke, esophageal cancer, and type 2 diabetes. These are diseases for secondhand smoking. This is lung cancer, heart disease, stroke, asthma attacks, and sudden infant death syndrome. Here are some reasons that people think there should be smoking in public. Property rights. It isn't as harmful as people think, and it doesn't make people healthier, and it does not discourage smoking. Here are some reasons that people think there should be bans on smoking in public. Exposure to secondhand smoke can do immediate damage to your body. You may not think that, but people with asthma can definitely have a bad reaction to smoke. Studies have shown that smoke-free laws in workplaces like bars and restaurants, they have huge impact on the workers, on their health and how much it improves it. Because workers, they cannot just choose not to come to work because someone's smoking. They can't just go up to a smoker and force them to put down the cigarette. So it's not really fair to workers. Now, they should know that before going to apply for the work, but there's just all kinds of different ways to get around smoking, like smoke-free laws. This is a statement from an LCC student. He says, "I fully understand the addiction of cigarette smoking. He has been a smoker off and on for 15 years, but he quit about 25 years ago. He says, I now absolutely detest having to walk through the noxious clouds of smoke that linger around the designated smoking areas. He says, I resent and disrespect, and he says, I resent the disrespect that is shown by some of the smokers who do not listen to the smoking policies. He says, I would be in favor of the no smoking on campuses. Now, I understand this is on a campus, but it's also a public place, and people who do not abide by the rules should be punished. Because, like I said, they don't know the health of other people, they don't know the health and their background, their family backgrounds, if they have asthma, and that could trigger a lot of things. Not only is it good for people who are non-smokers, but just think, people who smoke and they have to go to smoke-free places, they also get a break from smoking. It gives their lungs just that little bit of a break, and that could do a lot, maybe. It could just help them get some fresh air. So these smoke-free zones are made to protect non-smokers. So really, if you think about it, these smoke-free zones are really for the non-smokers so they don't have to get the diseases from secondhand smoking. So therefore, that comes again with the respect of smokers choosing to abide by the rules. Anna Song, she was a study, she was one of the authors on this study, and she says, since smoking initiation typically occurs before the youth enter the workplace, smoke-free workplace laws likely affect smoking initiation by showing kids that adult smoking norms just reject it. These findings show us that public policy is the curbing to ending youth smoking. This is what I believe. I don't think there should be public smoking. I think that public places should definitely have bans on smoking because, like I said, you don't know the background of people's health and whatnot. I think it's safe to say that there should be bans, and thank you for listening.